again, my friends, and welcome back to Kev's Hobby Showcase. I am, of course, Kevin. You may have also seen me on my other channel I do with my friend John called Tabletop Jones Productions, where John and I are the two idiots playing board games. And today, I'm going to be painting some more minis and hopefully having a good and relaxing time. And ones I got today are, let me bring it over here, from Marvel Crisis Protocol. First, we have the character Maverick. Okay, and of course, we all know he's connected to Wolverine, so what's the next character? Weapon X, which is basically Wolverine. Of course, in his early stages when Weapon X was controlling him, of course. So, anyway, next, of course, is priming. The weather, and I know in my previous videos I have spoken about very, very cold temperatures, high winds, and of course snow. Temperatures are still low. I mean, the wind and the snow aren't there anymore, but I am still, because of the cold weather, I'm going to still, basically, I'm going to do the priming the way I've been doing it, so not going to put it on camera this time. I mean, I'm going to wait till it warms up, excuse me, I'm going to wait till it warms up before I do that again. So next time I come back, it's going to be straight to painting base coats. Alright, so stay tuned, and I will be right back. Okay, welcome back, and both Maverick and Weapon X, also known as Wolverine, have, the primer is now dry, and we're going to get started. All right, so let's put on the only headgear I'll wear on these videos. All right, and just bring this down. Okay, now we're going to start with Weapon X, and since he's kind of mostly not dressed, we're gonna use a lot of the flesh color for him. And also, for the first time in a while, I took out all my brushes before I started recording. So yeah, that's an accomplishment. All right, let's try to get this on a bit thick if I can. Let me shake this up a bit more, because this does seem to be a bit watery right now. Alright. Alright. I think that might actually do something. There we go. Okay. Now, in the so in the comics, we of course know that Wolverine was a reluctant participant in the Weapon X program, and in the movies, I think it was finally when they did X-Men Apocalypse. That movie was when they finally showed Hugh Jackman as Wolverine as Weapon X. So I'm gonna not do his midsection there because it's like he is wearing some type of, like shorts or like gym shorts or something. So I'm gonna paint that a bluish color, well, blue, not bluish. And of course, the components that are all over his body, I picked up a flat aluminum, and I'm going to use that as the metal color for it. I haven't used it yet, so my hope is that it's not as watery as most of the metallic colors seem to be. I don't know why they seem to be watery, but they are. So hopefully, that one, it isn't the case. And if it is, well, I'll just have to deal with it, won't I? Yeah, alright, so get a bit of his face. Could always go over what has to go over, because they got the hair sticking out from under the helmet. So obviously that's going to be painted like a blackish color. And then, like I said, all the components, I got the grayish color, and I'll try to add in a few other colors here and there to mimic whatever lights would be lighting up on those components, if I can. Alright, now it's Maverick. Now Maverick, I was looking at the box, and for the most part a lot of his armor is like a goldish color, so I did take out my gold color. So I'll apply this now, and I'm gonna have to wait for it to dry. I think it might, I don't know. Maybe not. Let's see how it goes on. Because okay, we'll see how it goes on, because sometimes it goes on a bit thick. And I mean, it's not like I have to paint over it for those other, what else, for the other colors to go on, which is basically going to be the same as I did for Weapon X. It's going to be flat aluminum, because it's a metal color. And, I mean, it is armor, so, Okay. Alright. So I keep looking over, because I got the box right here, so that I can, kind of consult it as I'm going through this. Because I like to get it right the first time, And I know Bob Ross always said there's no such thing as a mistake. It's, happy accidents, but I'd rather avoid the happy accidents as well. Okay, it's actually going on. Actually, the gold color is going on better than the flesh color did on Weapon X. I don't know if you heard that. That was my stomach. Which, it shouldn't be doing that, because I had lunch. Sometimes I feel like, I don't know how many of you out there have watched The Simpsons, but sometimes I feel like that scene when Homer was vowing to go on a diet, and he stood up and said, "As God is my witness, I will be hungry again," and then immediately his stomach made like a he just looked down and go, "Shut up." So sometimes when my stomach makes those noises, I make the joke, I look down and go, "Quiet, you." Alright. It's actually going on like I was saying, better than I thought. Alright, so just gonna get the boots with this nice gold color. Or at least this top part. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Maverick was always... It was a character I always liked, but it was always like... Whoops, sorry. It was always a bit weird, because it felt like sometimes... he was a good guy and was a good ally to Wolverine and all that. I kind of nostalgic for the Weapon X days, and then it seemed like in other stories he was a bit of a bastard and not so good ally to Wolverine. So I think it was one of those things where it just depended on who the writer was. I think I'm gonna paint that one the metallic color as well. Let me think. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. The faceplate. Okay. All right. Oh, actually, there's a little bit more around there. There's actually quite a bit more around there. There we go. Okay. Oh, forgot to silence my stuff. Okay. Yeah. Clean the brush. Yeah, I'm not sure if I went ahead and bought a replacement for this. I may have. I just don't know for sure. All right, let's see if this is flat aluminum. Okay. Let's give this a good shake because it's the first time I'm using this color. Let's see what if I got. Got a good brush? I got a good brush. All right. Unfortunately, it is a bit watery. It's like all the color part is kind of like settled down in the bottom. But we're going to make do. All right. Well, it's going on okay. All right. Yeah, this backpack thing, I'm going to make this color. It's not really a backpack, I'm sure. It looks more like a rocket launcher, which would really be kind of like right in tune with the character itself. Trying to get every little spot of it. Okay. All right, so let's get all this. And I see one spot I missed for the gold, right by his nether regions. Of course, it's my way of saying the crotch. Sounds more funny when I say nether regions. Oh, I'm sure some of you out there might agree, but I don't have to, probably not everybody. Oh, that was not good. Okay, let me wipe that dry. All right, I am going to, whoops, wow, I'm batting 1,000 today, aren't I? All right, let me bring back that gold color. Get that one spot that I missed. And then we're going to take a break. All right. All right, so this is progressing pretty nicely. Just all right, okay. So we're gonna let that paint dry, and when we come back, we'll start doing all the little bits and pieces on both of these characters. Maverick is basically, pretty much most of the body's done. It's just going to be little bits with like the hair, excuse me, and the weapons, and maybe like where the eyes are. I think I probably should put like another color, like a whitish color or something. For Weapon X, I'm going to be using that metallic color, and I'm going to be painting in all those components, and hopefully making them look alive, I guess. All right, so stay tuned. Let's let that paint dry, and I will be right back. Okay, we've given that paint some time to dry on both Maverick and Weapon X, so let's continue. I think I'm going to start with Weapon X, getting that metal color in. All right, so let's put you down. All right, let's put Maverick to the side for now. Nope, that's not the color I'm looking for. That's the color I'm looking for. All right. All right, let's start off with the helmet. All right. So what I'll do with Weapon X here is I'm going to get this color in first, because obviously on the head part, at least, I have to use some black to cover the hair. Oh, that's right, I forgot. I'm wondering if I should have painted the shorts here first. Let's get the claws. Those iconic claws. All right. I think it's all right to do this for. I think it's all right to get this done first. This way I can also get, when I do the blue, which I probably am going to do next. Well, I'll get the blue done. Got to wait for that to dry first, and then all these little straps, I'm going to get those. All right, so yeah, so when you do the base on this one, it's going to be a bit different. Normally I just find a gray color and put it in, but it's got a tree stump, which is going to be brown, and the rest, from what I saw in the box, and makes sense from what I remember from the comics, is going to be snow. It's going to be white for snow. All right. Okay, so let's put Wolverine down. I'm sorry, Weapon X. All right. Put this away for now. Now let's see what we got on Maverick. All right, both the gold and the aluminum color went, I feel like they got in pretty good. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out gunmetal and paint his guns. All right, let's move that aside. Let's move that over. And let's pick a good brush for this. Oh, that's as good a brush as any. All right, and here we go. All right. So as I was saying earlier, the Weapon X character, at least, has been represented in the movies in X-Men Apocalypse. I'm really curious as to how they're going to bring in the mutants in the MCU. But it seems like what they're hinting at, but again, it's just rumor, is that when they do the movie Avengers Secret Wars, that basically it's going to be in the style of the last Secret Wars in the comics, where it was basically a whole bunch of mismatched, it's like basically it's going to be like all different timelines combined into, one planet. And it's hinted that that's how they're going to bring in the mutants. It's also hinted that's how they're going to bring in the Fantastic Four, pretty much every character that hasn't been represented yet. Okay, so I got that. And for Maverick, well, Maverick has not been represented in the movies yet. What I will do for Maverick right now is, well, let me put the gunmetal away. There's a little spot for I can put in the flesh color. Little tiny spot. So let me. Where's that little tiny brush that I got? And of course, I'm having trouble finding it. I think this is it right here. That's one of them. Okay. All right. Get the little tiny spot. Yeah. Alrighty. Well, better than not doing it at all. So now, let me just consult the box for something. And I would knock things down, wouldn't I? Alright. Gonna take brown color and I'm gonna paint his hair. Alright. Okay, so use this brush, it's right here. Alright, let's get his. Get this hair. Alright, let me think what to do for his hands, because I didn't really paint his hands at all, so let me just. Now I know exactly what to do with his hands. And take out the. Oh, that's not it. Take out the black color. All right. All right. That's one hand. And that's two. Okay. Oh, I got the black in my hands. Let me. Okay. All right. Well, Maverick is getting close to being done. I think I should let some of that glue dry, of course. Not glue, I'm sorry. Paint dry. I don't know why I said glue. Let's see with Wolverine. Oh, sorry. All right, so you know what? Let's get to work. All right, I think I got some time here. What I mean by that is I was looking at the battery life in the whatchamacallit, in the camera to basically make sure that this thing isn't going to run out on me while I'm in the middle of painting something. Yeah, so I really can't start draw. I said drawing. I really can't start painting all these straps until I do this. Whoa. Yeah, I've been having a bit of a hard time holding on to things lately. Okay. All right, so Wolverine. I know I keep saying Wolverine because technically he is Wolverine, but Weapon X is all right. I got a bit to do on him, but I need paint. I need some of that paint to dry. So yeah, so it's the straps that I mean, I could get the ones on his back, but I'd rather get them all at once. So this, the straps there, the straps on the shorts part, the straps on the components. So I'm going to get all that in brown along with the tree stump. And then of course I need to get his. Oh, actually, I'll get it later. So I need to get his hair in a black color, and then I got to just basically look around these electrical components and just see if maybe I can start color, putting like little dots of other colors. Maverick, on the other hand, is mostly done. So I may just have to do some touch up. I think on the some of the gold and some of the metallic color, and then after that, it's basically just painting the base and putting the wash on. All right, so I'm gonna take a break. All right, too much. All right, so we're gonna take a break, let that paint dry, or at least what has to dry, and when we come back, probably gonna be close to finishing up everything. Well, actually, maybe not because I've also got to do the wash, but maybe the actual painting might be finished when we come back. All right, so stay tuned, and I will be right back. Okay, welcome back, and paint on the Weapon X and Maverick is now dry, and we're gonna start doing some more. All right, so let's just tilt this down. Okay. So first things first, we're gonna work on Weapon X with the brown paint. All right. Let's get all those straps. Trying to do it very lightly so I don't put too much on. All right. Not sure how much you're seeing right now, but it's actually going on pretty good. All right. All right. Okay. Now, if I remember correctly, when the story of the Weapon X project first came out, there was a lot of speculation by fans as to whether or not something like this would actually exist. It was a big debate, if I remember correctly. And, a lot of people thought that the government would try to pull something like this. Now, of course, those who know from the story, Weapon X is up in Canada. But enough shady crap goes on in the government that it's easy for people to believe that something like this would be possible. Let's get that stump. All right. All right. Actually went on pretty good. Yeah. All right. Now let's get another small brush if I could find one. Yeah, I could use this one. All right. So. Take out the black and get get his hair. Okay. Yeah, I moved my thumb there because I figured it'd be easier for everybody to see what I was doing. Otherwise, it felt like I was just covering it all up. Okay. Okay, that's what we got for there. Okay, so. Let's let that dry a bit. We'll turn our attention to Maverick. Alright, so basically Maverick just got to do a little bit of touch-up with the metallic color, which is this flat aluminum. Because when I did the flesh color, it kind of ran a bit. Alright, that's all I needed to do. Just a little bit of touch-up. And we got to do so pretty much the same amount of touch-up on the gold paint. Oh, I'm going to shake it, but it's pretty much solid inside. Alright. Because otherwise it looks like Maverick's crying with the way it fell. Now let me just do a quick. Alright. Yeah, anything else is going to be filled in by the wash. Okay. Alright, let me just do another quick look. Alright. Alright, so for Maverick, I'm going to go right to painting the base. So this way all we would have left for him would be the wash. Alright. Okay. So yeah, here we go. Getting all of this colored in. And one thing I will say is if I'm lucky enough to have anybody involved with Atomic Mass Games watching these videos, I want you people to realize something with your products. You mostly sell to people like me who have big, fat fingered hands, and a lot of your pieces are very, very tiny. Please don't do that. It gets a little bit cumbersome. Alright, so let's get out the white paint. I'll do the base for Weapon X. And alright, something tells me I should have chose a different brush. Yeah, this is a little too stiff. Oh, yeah, I think that might have did it. All right, I'm trying to be very careful when painting around the tree stump and his feet to not spread the white paint onto it, onto either one actually. All right. Now, it's going to look a bit more interesting once I do the wash. Of course, we got to let all this paint dry before we do that. All right. All right. Okay, we're going to let paint dry. Oh, actually, wait. Before I do all that, all right, there is one thing I noticed. I mean, maybe not too much on the other components, but at the very least on the visor. Oops. Gonna have a red line across. All right. Just gonna do linen dot. Probably didn't amount to much, but felt like it was necessary. All right. All right. So now it's a matter of just letting all that dry. Okay. There we go. All right. So like I said, now it's just a matter of letting all that dry so that we can put on the wash. All right. So stay tuned, and I will be right back with that. Okay, we're back, and we're going to be finishing up Weapon X and Maverick. All right, so give me a sec. All right, all we got left is the wash. All right. Okay. Start off with Weapon X, or Wolverine. Yeah, so, you know, John and I don't think we posted the Marvel Crisis Protocol game Yeah, John's still having problems with. He's getting used to still the program that he's got. I know he's talked about it to me frequently. And he's not too happy that we haven't been able to post in a while, and he's basically vowing to get it done. Get the videos that we still have to put out done. I mean, we actually recorded quite a few games for for the Tabletop Jones Productions channel. See now with Maverick. See, before the wash, it didn't really look all that great. It looked like just the colors basically weren't really too they weren't really spectacular. Now with the wash filling in all the little gaps, all of it standing out, and that's the way it's supposed to be with the wash. That's its job. That's what it does, and it does it very well. Yeah, so let me just give it a little bit more. And okay. Whoops. One thing I don't want to do is spill this. That's the only one I got. All right. Fortunately, it didn't take very long, because wash never does. Okay, now let's get them up here. And here they are. Weapon X and Maverick, ready to deploy on the field. Yes. Not sure how yet, but we'll think of something. So anyway, that's what I have for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed watching me paint those two characters, and just like and subscribe and share as much as possible. Also, please go to Tabletop Jones Productions. Like I said, where John and I are the two idiots playing board games. We do have a number of videos up from from when we were posting a lot, so we do have a lot to see. So please watch watch the videos there, like and subscribe as well. Share those as much as possible. We are trying to reach as many people as possible. Also, we have been pretty much trying to expand our social media presence, so we can be found on X. We can be found on Instagram and Twitter. I tried putting opening up an account for the channel, but kind of was a little difficult, so I'm up there as Kevin from Tabletop Jones, and John's there as well. So yeah, and also we can be found on Facebook. Yeah, so like I said, we're trying to really expand our social media presence to try to reach as many people as possible. So so as always, hope you had a great time. Hope you enjoyed the video, and you excuse me, I'm trying to get in English. And you take care of yourself. You have a great day.